Alright. Dear God, thank you so much for today. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your Shabbat. Thank you for the peace that it brings, the rest that it brings, the joy, reflections, all of the above, y'all. Pray that you too are resting peacefully and that you are pleased with your children. Thank you so much for everything, y'all. Hallelujah. So, as a part of Isaiah, I wanted to just dive right into it. The understanding of what happened before is important. So Amos being one of those precepts, and now we're in Exodus 18, starting at 1. Jethro, priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard all that Yah had done for Moses and for Israel. Yah's people, how Yah had brought Israel out of Egypt. So Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after she had been sent home, and her 2 sons, of whom she was named Gershon, that is to say, I had been a stranger in a foreign land, and the other was named Eliezer, meaning the Elohim of my father's house was my help, delivering me from the sword of Pharaoh. Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, brought Moses' son and wife to him in the wilderness where he was encamped at the mountain of the Most High. So, when Moses went out to go get the people as a command of I am that I am, he didn't take his wife and children with him. And he didn't go get them either. His father-in-law bought him his belongings. Hallelujah. I know that was probably like, ooh, babe, what's good, babe? Oh my gosh, pops. So he sent word to Moses, I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons. Moses went out to meet his father-in-law. He bowed low and kissed him. Each asked after the other's welfare, and they went into the tent. So they're like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yo. Moses then recounted to his father-in-law everything that Yah had done to Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, all the hardship that had befallen them on the way, and how Yah had delivered them. So he's sharing his testimony right here. And Jethro rejoiced over all the kindness that Yah had shown Israel when delivering them from the Egyptians. So his father-in-law looked at it as everything, that they were going through as, wow, look at how the Most High do, you know what I'm saying? Even he saw it, Okay, so this is verse 10. Blessed be Yah, Jethro said, who delivered you from the Egyptians and from Pharaoh, and who delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that Yah is greater than all gods, yes, by the result of their very schemes against the people. So just sharing his testimony allowed this person to know, okay, this is the real Elohim right here. Him going on that journey to save his people, he also saved his family that he acquired after running into the hills and being murdered. Okay. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, brought a burnt offering and sacrifices for Yah. And Aaron came with all the elders of Israel to partake of the meal before Yah with Moses' father-in-law. Remember when I said, the sacrificial offering, people made it seem like some weird, creepy stuff, when really it's all, let's sit down and eat. Let's pay homage to Yah and eat. On top of that, we eat together. We eating with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So, next day, Moses sat as magistrate among the people, while the people stood about Moses from morning until even. So one thing I was thinking about was how Yah says that the stranger amongst you, you must treat them the same way. If they want to offer sacrifices, allow them to, do everything you do. They good, and I see why. All it took was for Moses to say one thing, and he got right into shape. Not our ancestors, not us. We're stiff-necked. I don't mean to laugh, y'all. I'm just saying, dang, this guy gets it. All right. Next day, Moses sat as magistrate among the people. With the people stood about Moses from morning until evening. But when Moses' father-in-law saw how much he had to do for the people, he said, so this is Moses' father-in-law's advice as he's observing his son-in-law in action, doing the will of I am that I am. But when Moses' father-in-law saw how much he had to do for the people, he said, what is this thing that you are doing to the people? Why do you act alone while all the people stand about you from morning until evening? Okay, so let's just take a moment right there. Moses was going through it. He had a heavy burden on him. People standing around him while he's trying to do the will of the Most High, and ain't nobody helping. And it took the stranger to speak out and say, wait a minute, what's going on? So Moses replied to his father-in-law, it is because the people come to me to inquire of the Most High. The people went to Moses to inquire of Yahweh, I am that I am. All right, let's keep going. I ain't gonna get too. All right. When they have a dispute, it comes before me, and I decide between one party and another, and I make known the laws and teachings of the Most High. Yahuwah, I am that I am. So his father came up to him and asked him, what you doing? Moses said, the people come to me because they want to talk to the Most High. They have questions. They have disputes, things going on, and I decide between one party and another, and I make sure that they know the laws. I do it according to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's what he tells him. But Moses' father-in-law said to him, the thing you are doing is not right. You will surely wear yourself out. And these people as well. So, Moses' father-in-law, Jethro, was concerned about everybody. Not just Moses. He also was concerned about the people, them standing around you this whole time like this. This ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good. Surely you will surely wear yourself out in these people as well. For the task is too heavy for you. You cannot do it alone. So that means at one point he was doing it alone. Of course he had Yah, but that's exactly what he's doing alone. Bringing forth Yah's glory alone. Because Yah told him to. He had his brother as a mediator, I guess, for his speech. That's about it. Now listen to me. I will give you counsel, and Yah be with you. You represent the people before Yah. You bring the disputes before the Most High, and enjoin them the laws and the teachings, and make known to them the way they are to go and the practices they are to follow. You shall also seek out from among all the people capable individuals who fear Yah, trustworthy ones, who spurn ill-gotten gain. They have to have a certain demeanor. Remember when I told you when Moses had to pick these particular officials, they had to have a certain demeanor about them. He looked at them as trustworthy. He looked at them as people that don't have, any ill-gotten, that doesn't like ill-gotten gain. They're not of whatever they had learned from the Egyptians. Set things over them as chief of thousands, hundreds, 50, and tens, and let them judge the people at all times. Have them bring every major dispute to you, but let them decide every minor dispute themselves. He like, these people, they got a brain. And there's also some young men that's probably just as smart that can, handle this. Make it easier for yourself by letting them share the burden with you. He described this as a burden. A stranger that offered sacrifices to the Most High Yah saw how beautiful it was, known in his heart that Yah, Elohim of all Elohims, I am that I am, is the only Elohim. And he also noticed that what Moses was carrying was a burden. His task, he understood that. So he wanted to help him, find a way to help ease that burden. If you do this, and Yah so commands you, hallelujah. I promise you guys, while I was reading this, I was thinking in my head, like, wait a minute, God. Did Moses ever come to you and ask you if any of this was okay? Yeah, I understand this makes sense. And it's crazy because now you're showing me that this man is very, very wise, and he's all the way on game and on point with you. Because he said, if you do this, and if Yah commands you to do it, like, don't just do it because I said to do it. Do it, inquire of the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. That's when you know it's real. You will be able to bear up. And all these people too will go home unwearied. Moses heeded his father-in-law and did just as he said. So I don't know if he inquired of Yah concerning this or not. I don't know, because it doesn't say it right here. But if he heeded him, That means he must have inquired of Yah, because he also told him, ask Yah first. So if he heeded him, it's implied that in totality, everything that he did was inquired of Yah, and went ahead and did what, because, that's what I'm going to say, being that everything that he said also included inquiring of Yah. And if Moses heeded his father-in-law and did just as he said. So I believe yes. Anyways, based off of the text, Moses chose capable individuals out of all of Israel and appointed them heads over the people. All right. So now he is going ahead and doing everything. Chiefs of thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. And they judged the people at all times. The difficult matters they would bring to Moses, and all the minor matters they would decide themselves. Then Moses bade his father-in-law farewell, and he went his way to his own land. It was like just what he needed. Alright, so Exodus 19. On the third new moon, after the Israelites had gone forth from the land of Egypt, on that very day they entered the wilderness of Sinai. So they're stepping in the sand. Can you guys see the sand blowing like in the western? Them stepping in. Having journeyed from Rephidim, they entered the wilderness of Sinai and camped in the wilderness. Israel camped there in front of the mountain. And Moses went up to Yah and called. And Yah called him from the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob and declare to the children of Israel, You have seen what I did to the Egyptians, how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to me. Now then, if you will obey me faithfully and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all the peoples. Indeed, all the earth is mine. But you shall be to me a kingdom of priests, a holy nation. These are the words that you shall speak to the children of Israel. So once they step foot, this is the first word that they're getting from Yah. How beautiful. He talks about his covenant. He talks about us being his treasured possession. To have and to hold. Let me chill. And Moses came and summoned the elders of the people and put before them all that Yah had commanded him. And all those assembled answered as one, saying, All that Yah has spoken we will do. And Moses brought back the people's words to Yah. And Yah said to Moses, okay, so first, Moses told the elders. Elders must have told the people. Everybody like, yeah, we gonna listen. Just let us know. So he asked the Most High, yeah, you asked us first. Like, okay, right. I know I just did all these great things for you. But I'm going to show you what I have in my hand for you guys. And what I need from you guys. And what I will give to you guys. Even though you already gave us something. You heeded our cry. You brought them out from the hand of the Egyptians. Into the land of Sinai. You had already given us something. And still you were as powerful as you are, y'all. You were still humble. To say, ask them if they want to do this. My God. Dang. Maya, thank you. he asked, he like, okay, this is what I have. I have a covenant. If you guys keep to my law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be my most treasured possession. Go let them know. Let them know what I said. Y'all, I just imagine you being like, see what they say. Go tell them and see what they say. Yeah, you are so beautiful. 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 All right. So back to Exodus 19. Whew. The Most High really is amazing. His character is just beyond what you could ever imagine, based off of everything. His track record. Speaking of track records, he watched us. He watched our forefathers. They didn't have set laws, statutes, and commandments. They definitely had the promise. And Yah telling them exactly what to do as every step of the way. But now, with us, he also gave us law, statutes, and commandments along with the promise as a condition of being a part of the promise of the covenant. So first part of the covenant was just the promise. And Yah just moving through, telling them, showing them signs, showing, all these different things happening. Him choosing one person in their family line. And he watched that family line for years, generations. And now got to the point where that same family line was in captivity. The children of that family line. And the children cried hard enough. They were true to their pain. They were true to their emotions. They didn't try to make it seem like, oh, we're not really going through. It's not that bad. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's not that bad. Just work a little harder and we'll be all right. No. They was real about what they was feeling and they let it out and they cried out. And I don't believe they might have cried out to Yah. They might have just been crying every night. Just actually going through their emotions. Because their forefathers wasn't there. That's the reason why they were going through. Because they no longer had any of the respected individuals. Joseph, Jacob, none of them. They had all passed on. So they cried hard enough. They was real about their pain. And because Yah chose those people, he showed up and made a covenant with them. And the new covenant is that you got these laws, statutes, and commandments. And you could choose whether to follow them and be a part of this blessing. If you disobey, you go into the land of your captivities. I'm going to scatter you. And you're going to worship gods of wood and stone. But if while you're there, you seek me and you seek me with all your heart, I will get you from where you at. And bring you to the land flowing of milk and honey. Hallelujah. Alright, so we have verse 9. And Yah said to Moses, I will come to you in a thick cloud in order that the people may hear when I speak with you, and so trust you ever after. Then Moses reported the people's words to Yah. So he told them, I'm going to come in a cloud. And when I talk to you, the people are going to be able to hear me out of the cloud so that they know it's real. We're not about to sit here. He's so powerful, and he even made sure that we had proof. He asked us first. He was respectful enough to ask us first. Yeah, okay, y'all rocking with me? All right, so yeah, I know I saved y'all, but that's nothing. That's a small thing. This is what I want to know. Are y'all rocking with me in this covenant that I got everything else I got for y'all? I got some rules. But it's okay, it's for your benefit. They say, yeah, we gonna rock with you. So I said, okay. I'm gonna come in the cloud, Moses. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna come in the cloud. I'm gonna talk to you out of the cloud so the people know to trust you, because they know that I'm actually dealing with you. Yeah, I know they got proof from all the signs that was happening in Egypt, and you parting the water and all of these things. Because Yah has watched us, I'm sure it's because he knows we're stiff-necked people. Why he said, I'm going to still make sure y'all got some more proof. I'm going to give him just a little something. Okay. All right, so after he said that to Moses, Moses reported the words. Then Moses reported the people's words to Yah. So he reported the words, what the people said to Yah. And Yah said to Moses, go to the people and warn them to stay pure. Today and tomorrow, let them wash their clothes. So it's a back and forth conversation where Moses is going back and forth. Okay, this is what Yah said. Okay, yeah, we do it. Okay, he said this now. Okay, we'll do it. Now Yah is saying, go to the people and warn them to stay pure today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes. Let them be ready for the third day. For on the third day, Yah will come down in the sight of all the people on Mount Sinai. This is where they get their little stories from. And changed it into a whole regular person. That's crazy. That ain't got nothing on my Elohim. Anywho's, you shall set bounds for the people round about, saying, beware of going up the mountain or touching the border of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall be put to death without being touched, by being either stoned or shot. Beast or person, a trespasser shall not live. When the ram's horn sounds a long blast, they may go up on the mountain. So, he told him to set bounds. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking of these videos where they be like, black people pay attention to signs. You know, if they ain't gonna do nothing else, they gonna pay attention to a sign. That sign say no parking. They gonna look and make sure and double check which way the arrow facing, on which side not to park, and no trespass. Black people pay attention to signs that are put up all over the place. And this makes sense as to why. Because Yah told Moses, he said, set bounds up for the people round about, saying, So these are signs. Beware of going up the mountain or touching the border of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall be put to death. So it's like a mountain and a whole gate around it is what I'm imagining. And on the gate, there's signs. And the signs say, beware of going up the mountain or touching the border of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall be put to death without being touched by being either stoned or shot, beast or person. A trespasser shall not live. I'm going to be like, you're not going to die by anything. Ain't nothing going to even touch you. And you're going to die. So don't even try it. Just because you don't see nobody around don't mean you ain't going to be blasted. And not by no gun either. And then the sign, and then the quotation ends. So that means that is what's on the sign. So, and this continues what Yah is saying because it's only, the singular quotation. When the ram's horn sounds a long blast, they may go up the mountain. So this is Yah still continuing telling Moses what to say. So that's what's going to be on the sign. But this side is what he's telling him. So even though all of this is the case, they got to be at the border. When you hear the ram's horn sound a long blast, not a short one, just a long blast, then everybody may go up on the mountain. That's when you're not going to be at risk of losing your life after the ram's horn. So Moses came down from the mountain to the people and warned the people to stay pure, and they washed their clothes. I bet they did. I've been hand washing my clothes for the past couple of days. It's funny. Just been moved to, anyways, I ain't even worried about that. It's Shabbat. And he said to the people, be ready for the third day. The men among you shall not go near a woman. So, in order to be pure, to be able to go on that holy mountain at that point in time, they have to wash their clothes for them 2 days, I believe it was, to stay pure. And the men are not to have sex with the women. I don't know if it's sex. I believe it's sex, but it says do not go near a woman. So it could be, don't even be around them. Yeah, why you do us like that? She don't even be around no woman. Just stay off to yourself. Do your thing, you feel me? And if they not around us, of course we're not around them, but still. I'm about to look up in Hebrew, let's see. Oh, I gotta go. Okay, near. In Hebrew meaning near, next to, beside, close to, amongst, nearly, virtual, about. Don't even be about them. Close by, alongside. Adjective, close, near, next, nigh, at hand. Yeah, so you meant that thing. Adjacent, near, next, neighboring, dependent, relying, within, beside, near, con, in, lay, at, by, near, approximate, approach. Oh my gosh, bring closer, bring near, approach near, start, set to. So don't even bring a woman close to you. Don't go within her. Don't go about her. Don't go alongside her. Stay pure. Dang. No sex. No sex. No fraternization. Ain't none of that going on. Because it'll get your mind messed up. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ooh, okay. On the third day, as morning dawned, there was a thunder and lightning and a dense cloud upon the mountain and a very loud blast of the horn. And all the people who were in the camp trembled. Moses led the people out of the camp towards the Most High, and they took their places at the foot of the mountain. So we heard that this was a very loud blast. It didn't specify it being a long one. Thus, while they're sitting at the foot of the mountain, I believe, because yes, once that long blast, they'll be able to go up the mountain. Okay, so they're sitting at the foot of the mountain. All this is going on. The thunder is lightning. There's clouds rolling in. Hearing the horn. It was it was just loud. Loud. People was like, oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Y'all forgive me. I know it's going to be scary. It's just, you told them what was going to happen. And I'm not going to say that's the reason why they shouldn't be scared, because you definitely tell us about your terrible day, and that we're not even going to be able to fathom of what it's really going to be like, no matter what you have already told us. So, I do understand that it's probably nothing that anyone could even imagine. No movie could even be, could give the fear that you instilled in our ancestors that day. Moses led the people out of the camp towards Ehyeh, and they took their place at the foot of the mountain. I'm in verse 18 of chapter 19. Now Mount Sinai was all in smoke, for Yah had come down upon it in fire. Ooh, he fly. Y'all don't understand. They sitting at the mountain, the Most High, like, all right, it's time to meet my people. He done got ready too. Think about it. The Most High done got ready too. He put on fire for us. That was him showing up, saying, look how great I am. Are you ready to meet your maker? What? What? He come through stepping. And you see all the elements moving, like, whoa. That's your maker. He's on your side, baby. What? Love you. Okay. Now Mount Sinai was all in smoke. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm sorry, y'all. Can I? Okay. Yes, when you are performing, if anybody has ever choreographed anything, has ever been a coach in something, and it's time to perform, and you got people who put strobe lights, smoke machines, there's certain things that go into place that also makes other people go, whoa. And it is going to make the other people go, whoa, being that you're the choreographer and the visionary of the situation. So you feel that feeling of, whoa. Yeah, this gonna hit right here. Yeah, this right here, this gonna be fire. They gonna love this. Maya, I love you so much. So, once I came in smoke, performers always put smoke and all this other stuff. Yeah, he's the greatest. Yah's the greatest. Mount Sinai was all in smoke, for Yah had come down upon it in fire. The smoke rose like the smoke of a kiln, and the whole mountain trembled violently. So y'all already know I'm about to look up kindling. I looked it up before. Kindle. It's just Kinl. Wait, let me make sure. Kiln, sorry. Kiln. This little small word. A kiln is an insulated chamber, a type of oven that produces temperature sufficient to complete some process such as hardening, drying, or chemical changes. Kindlers have been used for millennia to turn objects made from clay into pottery. Hallelujah. We made from clay, baby. It only makes sense that he compared it to a kiln. And look, it says the whole mountain trembled violently. So not only were the people trembling, the mountain was trembling as well. The mountain was like, whoa. Mount Sinai was like, yo, yeah. Funny that Yah decides to dwell on Mount Zion. The only one that can withstand probably. Because Mount Sinai was like, what? Ooh, just like us. Which either way, Mount Sinai understood the assignment and stuff. The blare of the horn grew louder and louder. As Moses spoke, Yah answered him in thunder. Yeah. When you said you was coming to us, when you told us you was coming in a cloud, we didn't expect it. I don't think they expected to be a thunder-filled one. I think they was thinking more like peachy. Everything was gonna be good. I don't know. I think that's what they was looking for because oh my gosh, spoke to them out of thunder. Yo, you said you was coming in a cloud. And you did. It's just not the cloud nobody was probably looking for. I don't think so. All right. Verse 20. Yah came down on Mount Sinai on the top of the mountain. And Yah called Moses to the top of the mountain. And Moses went up. So they all at the foot of the mountain watching this go down. Moses going up the mountain. Yah done came down in fire and smoke. Yah said to Moses, go down, warn the people not to break through to Yah to gaze, lest many of them perish. Yah's like, listen, let them know that don't all fight to be up here to try to see me or any of that. Just because you came up here, because they gonna die. Not might, they will die. They will perish. Because that long horn sound ain't went forth yet. He's still introducing himself. The Most High is still introducing himself. What? Showing his people what he got going on. And how he show up. And how he turn up. The priests also who come near Yah must stay pure, lest Yah break out against them. He tells them, listen, even the priest, I know they be, they pure because they are beginning to, they do the work of Yah. It's just, you got to stay pure because even y'all. So just know that this is a serious matter. When Moses said to Yah, the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for you warned us, saying, set bounds about the mountain and sanctify it. So Yah said to him, go down and come back together with Aaron, but let not the priests or the people break through to come up to Yah, lest God break out against them. And Moses went down to the people and spoke to them. So y'all like, yeah, y'all don't come up. Be like, yeah, you told us. That's why we set all the bounds around so that we won't come up. Be like, all right, okay. Go down, tell them everything, but come back with Aaron. And no other priest or people break through. He like, don't all. Yeah. I love you so much. Like, don't all come running up here at once. I love you. I would have came running and probably perished. Be like, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, thinking I'm doing something. I just love you so much. Ooh. All right. So now we're at Exodus 20. Yah spoke all these words, saying, I am your Elohim who brought you out of the land of Egypt, house of bondage. You shall have no other Elohims besides me. Let me see. Know that I'm not trying to recite your laws to anybody. Shoot. Okay, so let's look at the word besides, though. In Hebrew. Now, you shall not have any Elohims besides me. Without, aside from, apart from, besides, nay, apart, spora, excluding, only. Besides itself is only. You shall have no other Elohims, only me. Besides itself means only. Hallelujah. 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 Give you all my praise. Man, it makes me wanna, let it go. You shall not make for yourself a sculptured image or any likeness of what is in the heavens above, on the earth below, or in the waters under the earth. There's waters under the earth. It's not hellfire under the earth. There's waters under the earth. How is there waters under the earth when the earth is round? You know what I'm saying? We be going back and forth about all that nonsense. Just read this and you get it. Okay. So this is Exodus 20, verse 5. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them, for I, your Elohim, Yah, eminent passion, Elohim, visiting the guilt of the parents upon the children, upon the third and upon the fourth generations of those who reject me. Right. guilt of the parents upon the children. We went through that in the video. I'm just going to look up, see if they got the word for reject. Reject. So to reject, y'all. To reject, y'all. This is, I don't even know, but it's to disqualify him. Okay. Yeah, I can't even read this. I can't read this. How did I read this? These are this is really sad. To reject the most beautiful being, entity, is to rule him out. Is to lay him aside. Is to forsake him. Is to detect. To cancel him. To delay him. To postpone him. To riot against him. To cause disturbance. To throw, to cast, discard, tossed, abandon, to hate, to abhor, to despise, to abuse. They won't even let you. People telling stuff to you, they put that on another man in this. We did that to that man, knew what? Still being thrown away later.